Hello friends, I warmly welcome you to tutorial number 9, where we're going to be talking about the Siticone Circle button. So the Siticone Circle button is identical to the Siticone button. If you notice, in our previous tutorial we covered the Siticone button, and the properties that we worked with are just the same as the properties that we find in the Siticone Circle button. So I invite you, please, friends, if you haven't subscribed, to do so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. And I also encourage you to go and watch the previous videos that we have demonstrated working with the Siticone button control, as the properties we worked with are identical to the Siticone Circle button. So let's make a few customizations and see what we can achieve with this radio or circle button. So I've changed the back color, which is the fill color, to hot track. I've also enabled the animation on click, and there we have it. So this control can also be used in a button group. So let's change the font style to 15 pt, and let's duplicate the control. Let's duplicate the button control. Right, so let's try to make this a radio button group of buttons by changing the button mode to radio buttons. And when the button is checked, we want the fill color to be a special type of green. So let's look for spring green, and we want the text to be black, the fore color text to be black. Right, and we want the border color to be white, and at the moment the border color is black, as you see when we set the border thickness. So let's change that to hot track. So to see the changes, we need to change the background color to a dark version of gray. We can try to put the darker version of gray like this, and let's save and run the project. Let's give it a moment to build, to save the changes and run. There it is. So when I select each button, you can see that it is checked on, and only one button can be selected within this group of circle buttons, because we have configured each button to act as a radio button. So what we have done here was fully explained in our previous videos where we covered the Siticone button control. So I invite you please to go back and watch the tutorial where we covered the Siticone button control, because all the controls in the Siticone button are identical to the controls that we find in the circle button. Thank you guys for joining me in this very quick short tutorial where we showed the Siticone Circle button. And once again, my name is Russell Chidakwa. I work as a developer with the Siticone Framework Development Team, and I wish you all the best. Happy coding. Cheers.